Team Lethal is officially split. So what I decided to do was, instead of continue the back and forth of who's going to play, who's not going to play, and being disappointed with the fact that we're not playing, as you can see, our current record is 3-1. I decided to just turn Team Lethal into a clan. So what happened from here is I will change around the Discord to make it a clan, so you can add people that you run rec 3v3. It don't really matter. Just add more people in there that, we all kind of mess with, socialize with, or whatever. So anytime you want to hop on, play park, rec, whatever, you always got a squad to run with. And then from there, Team Lethal only has 7 members now. So it's going to be me, Strap, Loco, Jamaica, D-Mac, Savage, and Blaze. That's it. The other guys are now officially a part of the Maroon Mountain Monstars. Same theme off of Space Jam. But that's what it is. And the reason why this came about is because I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about the association. So instead of me having like 12 members on my team, and I always encourage my teammates to do this, I never want to get in the way of their success. If you feel like you have a different strategy or another squad that you're running well with, I always tell you, go run with them. And then whatever 5 they have, or if you can start a team with them, that's great. Because when I come up with the association, or when it comes back out, instead of Team Lethal just being one team, now we're going to be probably like 4 teams without me having to do any real recruiting, because somebody else who's on the team was Jazz, but Jazz had his own team, so I kind of let him do his own thing. But if he wants to play in the association, guess what? I don't have to recruit another team. Same thing with Famous. You're going to see him on the Monstars roster, but he runs with another squad that was like ranked top 100 every year. So if he brings his squad in, that's another team I don't have to recruit. And now that the Monstars have branched off into their own thing and they're doing very well, that's another team I don't have to recruit to play in the league. So that's 4 teams that all stemmed off of the original team that I had. And it's a beautiful thing. I always look forward to competing. I know eventually everybody, I know they want to match up with us, but I'm honest. Like, if we had to match up with them right now, we couldn't beat them. We have no chemistry, and we're going to get into all that later in the video. But for now, this is a squad. Hopefully we can start getting more games, getting more reps together. And hopefully we can, get back to the level that we was last year. I know this year's game is different. And it took me a while to figure out the way I wanted to play and what I wanted to do. But now that I kind of got that, it's time for us to pretty much put up or shut up. There's a lot of teams out there that I want to match up against, compete against, play in the league against, because that was a lot of fun. And the only way we can do that is if we get past this point of half the team playing on one squad and half the team playing on the other. So that's what it is. The team is officially split. So if you look at us right now, we're currently in the platinum tier. Could be diamond if we just simply played more, but I know at a certain point we was win one, lose one, win one, lose one, which is no real way to say that you're good at the game. Now you see the Yellow Tape All-Stars, the team that I'm going to talk about, the Monstars, they have beaten them 3 times this year already. And they also beat the Real 5. They have beaten multiple teams in the top 100. And when I say beat them, the games don't even be close. They don't be nearby close. Like, they be whooping these other teams' ass. And then even the team I had them match up against, even though they lost 2-0 in that series, I told them to do a best of 5. And I honestly believe now in a best of 5, the Monstars would have beat them too. Because all they need is time to get adjustments down. They adjust very well based off a lot of stuff that Team Lethal did over the years. And now they just put their own little spin on it, and they operate with 5 scores. You know, that's not really my play style, but to each his own, man. I don't want to get in the way of nobody's growth and what they're doing. I'm very proud of what they become. And you know what? Let's just talk more about it. The Monstars, led by Step Your Game Up. For those that don't know, me, Step Your Game Up, RDH Hawk, who's my co-captain, and Cincy Reds, we were all a Pro-Am team at one point in time, probably back in like 2K19. And me and Step Your Game Up, we just always butted heads because we're both alpha males, you know. We'd start off good, and then me and him would get into some petty argument about nothing, and then it always just blow out of proportion. Like, I remember the last time we was arguing, I told him to shoot the ball. He said he didn't want to shoot the ball, and we just blew up. It got to the point where we sitting there, not like we're muting each other, doing games and shit. Like, it was just stupid shit. So I got to a point where I was like, I just can't be on the team with him no more. But I always thought he was a very talented 2K player, just as good as I was. And him and RDH Hawk are like best friends in real life. They're like brothers in real life almost. So they always had that dynamic. RDH Hawk would just go play rec, would just Step Your Game Up. Even if we was trying to run a team or something, sometimes he'd still want to go play with his friend because that's his best friend. So, and for years I've been telling them they should make their own team so we don't have to worry about that dynamic. And now that they have it, I hope they can continue to keep it going as long as possible. And I'm going to miss some of the guys, Cincy, Montage, King, Famous. I'm not really missing them. Like I said, we still going to run rec or whatever, but like just not having them on the team, not being able to depend on them to pull up and play, you know, kind of sucks for me. Montage was probably my best scorer. Cincy knew my concept through and through. I met him back when me and T-Well met him in 2K19. He had a pure lockdown, and you know, we've been playing ever since. You think from 2K19 to 2K24, it's about 5 years or so. Montage, we met a couple of years ago. King, we met a couple of years ago. So, yeah, we've been doing this for a while. And it just so happens this year with the way the game is, I don't like the game itself. I think it has a lot of good things, but it's highly animation driven. And you know, people just do unrealistic shit. Like, the 99 3 ball is too overpowered, and they keep trying to say 99 3 ball, 99 dunk is the same. And it's not anymore in basketball. The 3 ball has literally taken over to the point where if you can't shoot it, you can't play. And that's what I don't like about the game, because if I'm good at basketball, I should be able to dominate no matter how I want to do it. And this year, I don't have the attributes to do so. Like last year, I didn't have to shoot a 3 ball, and I could still average 30 points per game. This year is like, good luck. And I'm not able to do the other things like rebounding. You have to sacrifice too much stuff this year in order to be good at it. Whereas I don't feel like point guards have had to sacrifice as much. So that's what I feel about the game this year. But because of that, that's why their team works so well. They all very well balanced offensively. And they play enough defense to get them through. I've watched their games, and honestly, they don't even be playing their best game. And still, somehow, teams struggle to score against them. I never understood. They miss shots that if my team was playing and guarding it, they'd make that 100% of the time. But for some reason, there's something they're doing that is, like, it works. And I'm glad y'all see their record 12-4. 2 of them losses just came off of, like I said, the series that they played. And the other 2 probably came down to the wire and they lost. But I promise you, any team that I'm telling y'all to match up against them and see how good they are. I'm very proud of what they are. I hope they keep grinding. And even when RDH Hawk has to go somewhere because he's still in the military, I hope they can still keep that thing going. Which is why I'm trying to branch out now so they can continually grow that thing. So, what I want to get into now, my team moving forward, and you're just going to kind of see the players I'm going to talk about in this video. But I just want to talk about what I think we could do to make the team better. and just kind of go from there. I know from us, we ain't really played as much. I was out for a large portion of time. But if we can try to salvage this as much as we can until the next 2K comes out, and then when the next 2K hit, we all have defined roles as to what we're trying to do. But with that being said, I do want to start off with Savage. I'm going to talk about Savage. I'm talking about Strap, which is Reach Fiend, and I'm going to talk about Jamaica. And from there, take out it is for Loco and D-Mac. I don't really have nothing to say about your builds. I think your builds are fine for team. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and start. And y'all see what I'm talking about as I end the video. Now, with Savage, the build I think works best for him would be this perimeter threat. Alright, so for me, when I met Savage, he had the skills. And whenever you recruit somebody, you have two sides to it. You have the team need side of it, and then you have the what this player is actually good at side of it. And since he was so good, the team, what we needed at the time was a power forward who can shoot, switch, do the things that we like to do. Sometimes he might even have to play the 5, but it's fine because I don't really run a traditional center anyway. So with this particular build, I have him as a shooting guard. And like I said, it took me a while to figure out, but Savage low-key could play some point. And it's unfortunate that for me, I don't work well with other point guards because it doesn't match my play style. I can't sit in the corner and not and there's no offense to any point guard out there that does it, but I can't sit in the corner and watch you shoot 30 times because you got a 99 3 ball. I can't do it. Because the one time you need me to shoot that ball, I'm not going to be in rhythm. I ain't touched it all game. I can't just turn it on and turn it off like that. Plus, I'm too many other great things. But as you can see, this build has an 83 ball, which I would stress when we get in the strap. But I want him to score. I want him to take over the role that Montage had. So as you can see, he has an 89 still, 85 defense, because I need him to just get out there, play the pass lanes well. You get goal interceptor 89. As you would notice with all these builds, I have offensive rebounding up, which is very important to our play style. But nonetheless, get out there, score, get into the lane, score, get into the mid-range, score. I just want him to score. Take over Montage role and score. Play the 2. Sometimes you'll probably be at the 3. But yeah, this is what I got. Pay attention to the height and wingspan as I talk about each build. Now, I did have video evidence of this, but I decided to just let them probably test it out on their own because I'm not telling anybody to make these builds. It's just always a suggestion. Alright, whatever you bring is fine. I try to make it work as best I can, but I think it'll fit well in what the team is doing. I tested this build out at 215. It wasn't as smooth. And you got to take into account that my play style might be different from theirs. So that's why I didn't want to put the video evidence in there either, because I might do something that they might not necessarily do. So I want them to try it out on their own. Again, it's a perimeter threat. 6'8", 225. I mean, you can fluctuate with the weight as best you can. Score the ball. I think DeJounte Murray is a little bit better indication of what I'm saying than Doug Christie. I don't even know if people remember Doug Christie, but yeah, score the ball. Doug Christie, Herb Jones, they play defense. That's why they're in there, but score. I'm going to give you the ball. I'm going to let you do your thing. You're going to have time to playmate, do all that stuff. And with these builds, pass accuracy might not be as high as people would think, but it's okay because pass accuracy is not what they think it is this year. I promise you that. Going into the next person when we talk about shooting. Strap is the best shooter I have. Him and Blaze are the best shooter, but I have to say Strap is the best because, he plays a little bit more. This stability typically works with 78 3 ball, a lot of defense, and this is a very good build. But for him, the build I have is legit a hybrid defender. But he might be a little bit mad at me as we go into this. So shooting is very important, right? It's so much so this year that I need guys who can consistently knock down a 3 ball, which is why I say to play with me now, you must at least have an 83 ball. All right. You have to. I finally started getting away from the max wingspan because I looked at some of the players in the NBA and started to look at their wingspans and stuff and realized, yeah, they have long arms, but they might only be like 3 or 4 inches outside their actual height. So instead of making a 7'7" wingspan guy just to play this amazing defense, you're gonna get cooked anyway. That 99 three ball with that 99 ball in it, you're gonna get cooked anyway. I don't. Yeah, I see it in stage all the time. I see it in the park all the time. I see it in pro-am. I don't care how good of a defender you are. Even think about me. I don't even shoot, and I'm going against 99 lockdowns. I'm still going to score the ball. So you're going to get cooked anyway. So be able to do a little bit more and shoot better where your number is called. So with this hybrid defender, you'll see 6'7", and 6'7" is a little bit more important than 6'8". 235, 6'11" wingspan gives him an 85 three ball. Strap doesn't miss with a 78 three ball. I'll say it again. He doesn't miss with a 78. Imagine if the man had 85. As you can see with this build, the defense is still there. I know you might look at the rebounding and stuff and think, he might not like it as much, but I promise you, this build rebounds better than you think. He's very strong, 90 strength, and he's going to be able to finish with the 70 layup, 70 drive and dunk. So when I see him on the backdoor cuts or hash cuts, he'll be able to catch, dunk, finish, stand and dunk at 50, so he'll be able to do that and finish. And the 70 pass accuracy is a little bit higher than what he kind of does, but it'll help get more of those passes through. But all in all, with the 85 vertical, he's going to be able to rebound very well. He can play the 3 or the 4. And I had to defend Ja Morant using this build. Ja Morant cannot score. If I made a 6'8 guy, I'd be there, but I still kind of be getting cooked. But I swear, Ja Morant cannot get past this build. So it's just something to keep in mind. That 85 three ball, I'm telling you, would be deadly with the elite level of shooter that he is. Just overall natural ability, he's smart enough to box out and do all these other things. That would push him and the team over the top. Because it's like, damn, you really can't leave this guy open. But yeah, everybody, 83 ball. You need at least an 83 ball to play with me. And that would make the passes I'm giving to you a lot better. Everybody shoot a lot more consistent. And I think everybody like their builds a little bit more if they're scoring consistently. So, but that's all I got to say for that. Strap, take it for what it is. Again, it's just a suggestion, but I'm telling you, you don't miss with 78, you're not going to miss with 85. And last but certainly not least, we got Jamaica. Now, with this next build, I got 2 versions of it. This is the build he's been rocking with, and I like this build a lot. But hear me out, because the build I got is pretty much similar. You feel me? I have a 2-way 3-point threat. The other one was a 3-point glass cleaner. This was a 3-point threat. Now, I have 2 versions. One of the versions has the 93 defensive rebound. The other version has an 85 offensive rebound. But you will have to decide for you and what you're more likely willing to do, which one works for you. Now, I'll tell you, with the defensive rebound at 93, you get the gold rebound chaser with the Hall of Fame box out. That's probably going to help us a little bit more, considering the fact that I'm more so the one that's going to try to grab the offensive rebound. But I did see when I put up offensive rebounds, you only get it to 85 with like a 70-something. Boxing out is going to be extremely important, but the amount of offensive rebounds that dude was grabbing was crazy. But like I said, you have to decide what's best for you and your build and how you want to look at it. But these are the same exact builds. Like I was saying, one has the 93 defensive rebound, the other one has the 85. But this build allows you to shoot the 3 ball, you get 80. You get an 85 post control, so you're able to take advantage of guards in the paint. Very strong, 95 strength. I actually think, like I said, for us, it's going to be a little bit better for us to have a defensive rebound guy. 70 pass accuracy is something you can flirt with because I know how great of a passer Jamaica is. And he might want a little bit more of that, so he might want like less strength or something. But Nonetheless, allows you to switch defensively, be able to play the passing lanes. That's very important. And yeah, man, I think this build will really fit what he likes to do because he gets to play defense, block shots, switch out when need to, and he's a lot faster to recover, which I think is very big. But that's all the suggestions I have for everybody. When y'all see the video, y'all just let me know what y'all think. Let me know how y'all feel about the team splitting. Let me know that in the new Discord I'm going to create for the team. And yeah, let's just try to get better. Maybe even compete, do a couple of matchups or something and see what we can make shake this year. But Team Lethal been established since 2018. And we're going to try to keep it going as long as we can until I really just can't do it no more. But I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate everybody watching the video. I'll catch everybody in the next one. I'll let you know when the association is happening. I'm out.